introduction, Doechii.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're going behind the scenes of the glossy glitz and glamour of Doechii's music career as we know it today. This is the story of how Doechii became the Grammy-winning voice of a generation.
Fast forward me, 2023. I'm stacking lots of cheese and making money.
Coming from a family of rappers, hip-hop was ingrained in Doechii's DNA. Her father, an artist going by the name of Snatch It a Boss, raised her around music.
Your dad or your uncle, they were rappers too?
Yes, both my dad and my uncle were rappers.
She had drumsticks in her hands before she took her first step. Her uncle, also a musician, would often be around the house, writing new pieces with his brother.
My dad does have some CDs out, and he has music like on streaming and on YouTube. And my uncle, I don't know if he ever officially put anything out, but he would rap and record himself on cassette tapes.
Like a doting daughter, Doechii would rest on her papa's lap while he weaved melodies on the keyboard. It isn't surprising, therefore, that once she was a bit older, her grandparents got her a superstar kit for Christmas. Performing for her family with a little mic and a fancy stage fit gave her the first taste of artistic attention, and she was hooked. What pushed her to pursue music seriously, however, was the influence of her mother.
Growing up in Florida, I just was around a lot of music, a lot of different creatives.
Although her dad was present in her life, Doechii was brought up primarily by her mother. She was a single mother of 3, Doechii and a pair of twin girls, and they moved around, often in the Tampa area. Places like Sulphur Springs, Wesley Chapel, Temple Terrace, and New Tampa.
Yeah, what do you know about Sulphur Springs?
Well, that's where you're from.
That's where I'm from.
Yeah, what do you...
about Sulphur Springs? I never talk about Sulphur Springs.
The change of scenery allowed her to absorb the culture of the Sunshine State and its underground music scene in all its diverse glory. Local heroes like Trina and Trick Daddy made it into her playlists, and Florida became much more than the land of swamps.
It's very important. Very important, isn't it, to Florida, Trick Daddy?
It is, yeah. We love Trick Daddy in Florida. I mean, he's one of the hardest. Him and Trina are like our presidents.
Today, Doechii's Swamp Princess persona is a tribute to what she calls the, quote, organized chaos of Florida. Unfortunately, though, Doechii's colorful childhood was marred by some major trauma.
This head on my shoulders been weighed down with 100 bees. I'm combing out my trauma like my mama do bees.
Without a permanent address, she kept changing schools, and kids were not always nice. She was mistreated relentlessly, mostly for her skin tone, and it was doubly hurtful coming from her fellow African-American peers. She once recalled being spat on by a boy and labeled terms she has now come to reclaim.
It was just kind of always used in a derogatory way or like in a way to like oppress me, and I found a lot of power in it and kind of reclaiming it.
However, at the time, such incidents pushed her to the point of wanting to take her own life. Thankfully, she survived and came out of it with a renewed appreciation for and understanding of life. Thus, she was reborn as Doechii, a name she etched in her diary, embodying her strongest, most authentic core.
Like I'm so unserious and I'm not committed to one identity. I think people who commit to one identity their whole lives are psychotic. I think that is highly dangerous, and I think that you take yourself too serious, and I'm judging hard.
Equipped with a newfound confidence, Doechii focused all her energy on her passion for art.
I wrote a song for the talent show, and it just kind of built from there. Everywhere I went, I just would do music or try to collaborate with somebody with music.
At church, which she was attending at her mother's insistence, she joined the marching band as a dancer while also singing in the choir.
I was in a marching band when I was younger. My church had a marching band in Tampa, and I was a dancerette on the team when I was like 13.
Simultaneously, she was doing step, cheerleading, theater, poetry, choreography, and songwriting too. If that wasn't enough, she was also playing the guitar and the piano, learning jazz, mastering vocal techniques, and so much more. No wonder, when she tried out for the prestigious Howard W. Blake School of the Arts, she got in despite being based out of the institution's district.
Doechii still has fond memories of how it all started right here at Blake.
We only got to be in the theater when we were performing our songs. And so it's actually a really special place because I couldn't wait to come in here.
Doechii was well on her way to college, aspiring to be a professional chorister, until the allure of going indie hit.
I put out my first song when I was in 11th or 12th grade. and it actually blew up on SoundCloud.
Inspired by a friend, Doechii started uploading her music on YouTube and SoundCloud. Gigs started coming in from all over Tampa, and she hardly ever turned one down, even if it was in a strip club.
I think that I had done every show, I did every club in Tampa, and I was looking for something else. I wanted people to know about my city. I wanted to learn new things, and I felt like I reached like a cap.
By 2019, the Big Apple was calling, which meant greater opportunities but a tougher grind. Doechii was working multiple jobs, including at a Zara store, as a student advisor, and a dog walker. Out of the blue, a creative block stunted her progress. With a little help from Julia Cameron's book The Artist's Way, she got back on track and released Coven Music Session Volume 1.
I was just drawn to it for some reason, so I picked it up and started reading it, and I think it's gonna be a whole vibe.
Finally, Doechii's overnight success moment, which had been years in the making, was in the offing. With the release of her next mixtape, Oh the Places You'll Go, came the viral sensation Yucky Blucky Fruitcake.
Hi, my name's Doechii with 2 eyes. I feel anxious when I'm high. Teachers say I talk too much.
It sparked a TikTok trend worldwide, and Doechii with 2 eyes was the name on everyone's lips. Unsurprisingly, there was a carefully calculated secret to the track's popularity.
Wow. Well, Doechii, why don't you tell us what you do in your spare time?
The rap phenom revealed in an interview that she had been analyzing the science of relatability and resonance for a while as she penned the buzzworthy lyrics. The key was keeping it real, and it worked wonders.
Day jam, Gen X baby going crazy with the cam. Back when I was rhyming on my green eggs and ham.
Eager to sign the hottest new rising talent, labels started knocking at Doechii's door. However, one name stood out among the keen crowd: Anthony Musa Tiffith Jr., aka the president of Top Dawg Entertainment.
There's no formula for nothing. This Doechii, this Reason, this Cal, this Rayvon, this 4 different personalities I'm gonna deal with. I'm learning from them the same way I learn and curate with the first 10 years of our label.
TDE, home to artists like SZA, Schoolboy Q, and formerly Kendrick Lamar, saw in Doechii a multi-talented star. Almost immediately, Musa flew her out to La La Land and put her in a recording booth with producer Cal Banks to test her chops live.
She went dumb on that hoe, you know what I'm saying? I never try to force the work. It's about the experience.
Undoubtedly, she delivered, albeit with a shot of tequila for some liquid courage. History was made as the Tampa-bred rookie became the first female rapper for the legendary label. Her signing was also in partnership with Capitol Records.
My manager called me and she was like, bitch, TDE wants to bring you out. And I was like, who's that? And she was like, SZA, Kendrick Lamar. And I was like, get out. And I went and I made it crazy and I got signed.
At TDE, Doechii could unleash her creativity in an environment that was conducive to her growth.
It took me a really, really long time to figure out the direction of where I wanted to go with my music.
It also helped that she had, quote, manifested working with an all-black team. With Top Dawg's powerful backing and co-signs from Lamar, SZA, Billie Eilish, and even former U.S. President Barack Obama, she was quick to book shows and flex her skills. From Tyler, the Creator's Camp Flog Gnaw to NPR's Tiny Desk Concert to The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, and opening for Beyonce and Doja Cat, Doechii was in demand.
Remember old dude from 2019? Nice clean dude, did me dirtier than laundry.
Considering how almost each one of her live performances started trending, suffice it to say, she was eating CDs for every meal. Doechii's influence expanded beyond music as she solidified her celebrity status, making moves in the fashion world. That and her effortlessly cool yet fiery personality earned her a spot as a guest judge on season 17 of RuPaul's Drag Race.
And our extra special guest judge, Doechii. Now, what would your reality show be called?
Rue, I think I'd bring back the Bad Gays Club.
Oh, I want to be on that.
To add to the hype, her song Alter Ego featuring JT set up a heated lip-sync battle between queens Lexi Love and Crystal Envy. Not only did the episode rake in the views, the track itself climbed the charts on various streaming platforms. Doechii's participation on the show, combined with her openness about her own bisexuality, made her a favorite in the LGBTQIA+ community, with many queer fans seeing themselves in her.
I think that sexuality is fluid, and I really don't give a damn.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. As the Doechii dominance continued and her impact on pop culture became undeniable, she accomplished a feat that many artists spend their whole lifetimes vying for.
And the winner is, see for me, Alligator Bites, Never Here by Doechii!
Remember old dude from 2019?
Her mixtape Alligator Bites Never Heal won the Grammy for Best Rap Album, making her the third woman ever after Lauryn Hill and Cardi B to bag the honor.
I put my heart and my soul into this mixtape. I bared my life. I went through so much. I dedicated myself to sobriety, and God told me that I would be rewarded and that He would show me just how good it can get.
That same night, she wowed the star-studded audience with an epic performance of her iconic hits Catfish and Denial is a River. With such a major milestone behind her, Doechii has no plans of slowing down. As she moves forward, the rap genius plans on sticking to her guns, being the best, and inspiring the next. No questions asked.
I'm a nice presenting woman. I'm hungry. I want to be the best.
Which Doechii song do you think is the most underrated? Tell us in the comments.
I got haters, I got fans, I got stands in the stands. Do they love her or they hate her? Either way, they spin advance.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from MsMojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.